So big cuts from OPEC, but relatively little impact on the oil market. As you can see right now, it's actually in the red. So tell us, why don't we see more price support for oil after these pretty dramatic cuts?
I think that there was a lot of negative sentiment out there in the market to begin with. So these cuts partly were factored in, and I'm talking about the cuts from Saudi Arabia and Russia. There was an expectation in the market that Saudi Arabia and Russia would be extending their voluntary cuts. So that's the first part of it. And then the second part of it, I mean, the additional cut that was offered by the other 6 states, there are doubts, there's speculation that these cuts could actually come into effect. But there's just one thing I think the market is confusing a little bit. All cuts under OPEC are called voluntary cuts. Even the 2 million barrel per day collective cut, that's called a voluntary cut. When you call them voluntary cuts, it doesn't mean that they won't happen. We've seen commitments and statements from ministers from all of the states that offered these voluntary cuts saying that they will remain compliant. One of the key factors here that drove the ministers yesterday to make this decision is that they really want to keep stock levels down in the first quarter and counter any kind of uncertainty related to demand.
All right, got it. Another development from that meeting is that OPEC Plus is inviting Brazil to join the group. What does that mean for investors in the overall market?
Well, I think it's really big news that Brazil is joining the group, being a big producer, being a big major player in South America. Understand that for now, Brazil won't be having a quota per OPEC, but it just strengthens the group and shows that, I mean, it's still OPEC Plus, despite, I mean, many market players saying that it doesn't have an impact in the market, it does still have weight, and its policy does shape oil markets. So Brazil joining, I see it as an addition and a strength to the overall alliance.
All right, so one last question for you. I mean, I'm looking at Brent crude right now, trading at almost 81 bucks a barrel. It hit a high of about 97 bucks a barrel earlier this year, actually just a few weeks ago. Where do you see Brent crude going for the rest of this year? What would you need to see to actually see oil prices move higher?
I think we need to wait until the first quarter when these additional cuts do take effect and actually see stock levels move down. In terms of fundamentals, yes, there is an expected slowdown in demand expected in the first quarter, but given how strong these cuts are, and it remains to be seen to what extent they will be implemented, I think that's going to change fundamentals quite a bit. We'll see a lot of tightening, and perhaps that would reflect into the prices. But for the remainder of the year, yeah, it seems like $80 is the price.